This is the second video demonstrating the new Bubbly app, a brand new literacy app for students with cortical visual impairment. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can further customize the app using the settings feature. So I'm on the home screen. I'm going to select settings in the top right-hand corner. The first option is audio. I can turn the sound on or off. Again, the options are all on the left-hand side. Then under preferences, I can select attempts. My options are 1 through 5 attempts or unlimited attempts. I'm going to use the default of 3 attempts. This is how many times the student can attempt to answer correctly before moving on to the next level. Next choice is number of choices. This is the number of answer options you would like to have. Those are the words on the left-hand side. You have the choice of 2 choices, 3 choices, or 4 choices. The default is 3. Now this is the fun part. The option is bubble options. So now I can change the outline width of that line around the bubble line. So at the bottom of the screen, you can see a preview. I'm going to move this slider. I'm making that line thicker or smaller. Now I can choose gap width, and that's the gap here. You can see that the line is getting closer to the words or the line is farther from the word. So that's that bubble outline. The font size, I can make my font size bigger or smaller. Just note that if you chose a longer word, you have to do about 50% on this slider or that word will not completely show up on your screen. The default for the font is System, but you have several different fonts that you can change and use. Next, you have the color options. So the bubble outline default is red, but I can choose blue or green. I'm going to go back to red. Okay. And you can also go to the bottom and reset to defaults. If you play around and you want to go back to the default options, you can use that. All right, over on the left-hand side, again, we're going to look at accessibility, and let's look at the radius of error. So for some students who have physical disabilities, you might want that radius of error where they drag that word over to the box. You might want to extend that box so they don't have to get it right on top of the word for it to for the game to think that that's the correct answer. So you can choose, the default is all the way, the slider all the way to the left, that you have to get it right on the word, but you can make that radius of error much larger. The last option is change the gesture. So a lot of kindergarten apps use that drag gesture, and the drag also helps bring the student's attention to what they're doing on the screen. So the default is drag. But for some students, dragging is really tough. And so you have the option of changing it to where you just tap on the word and it automatically selects the word. You don't have to drag. If you're using this game with a switch, you have to change this to tap. If you have other ideas or other options that you'd like to see, please let us know. You can contact me directly. You can contact through the post in Paths to Technology, or you can contact through the App Store in the Bubbly app and make a comment there. Thank you.